Any men here? Hello, hello, you guys. How are we doing? Hi, friends. Happy webinar day. First of all, I want to say that I miss you guys so much. Please tell me you miss me too, because I miss you guys so much. I feel like we have so many dates to catch up on, so I'm so happy and grateful. I'm so giddy. I'm so happy and grateful that we actually have 3 days that we're going to be spending together. And if you guys know anything about my master classes, about my webinars, first of all, let me know if this is your second date with me, your third date, your fourth, your fifth date. If you know, you know. I want to see who is the OG that are here. Hi guys. Oh, I miss you guys. I love that there's men are like, is there any men here or is it just girls? No, we have men and women, so don't worry. We have a lot of people that are going to be joining. I know a lot of people are going to be watching the recording as well, but if you are going to be on the live and you're going to watch the live till the end, we have bonuses for you guys exclusive for the people that are going to stay until the end. And we also have some surprises, and we also have a live Q&A, so I get to answer your questions. My team was like, if you don't stay for 30 to 40 minutes and answer their questions, we're gonna, I'm like, oh, okay, okay. So let me see. We have a third date, first date. Let's see. First date. Oh, we have a lot of first dates. Okay, I don't know if you guys go on a lot of dates. If you're single, if you're married, please don't go on any dates. Go on dates with your husband or wife. But if you don't go on a lot of dates, when I go on dates, I love to introduce myself. So this is exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna give you guys my absolute best because I feel like I just miss you guys so much. And if this is not your first date, you know I have like separation anxiety. Every single time I cry at the end of the calls because I just will miss you guys. Like this energy that is the chat in the chat, I am gonna miss it, right? My home is so quiet and I love this excitement. So for everyone that this is their first, and I have my phone by the way, so I'm checking the comments. But if this is your first date, I want to say my name is Afnan Khalifa, and if you've seen me on any platform, today you're gonna get to know really me. You're gonna get to know a lot of the behind the scenes. We're gonna set the foundation straight and right today, and then tomorrow and the day after, we have so much to like teach you guys. Like I have literally so much. And if you know anything about my calls, guys, I don't gatekeep. I don't like gatekeeping. I just love giving so much value out for free. And if you can go ahead, make how much money you can make from the information, I will be the biggest cheerleader for you. I'll be supporting you. I'll be watching you, hoping that you can create every single dream that you have out there, because if you're anything delusional like me, you know that we can achieve anything that we want. It's always a matter of information. Every single time I have learned something, it was literally the thing that have made me a lot of money. It's always just missing information. Once you get that, I just feel as a woman, and first of all, shout out to all the women that are on the call because I respect you. I respect that you want a bigger life, you want bigger goals, you are delusional, you think that you can achieve anything that you want. And in a world that we have so much to carry, from children, from being, an amazing partner to our partners, from taking care of ourselves, but also we are in a generation that we want to start businesses, we want to make money, but we want, the nice businesses that are going to fuel us. And this is one thing that I live by. I want to live a life full of purpose, full of value. I want to be remembered that, oh my God, I literally learned so much from this woman that's called Afnan Khalifa. So I'm so excited. We have 3 days together. Without any further ado, um, we have a lot to talk about. We have a lot to talk about. So today I'm gonna be really breaking down a lot of things that people don't share in the industry. Now you would be like, well, Afnan, why don't they share it in the industry? A lot of the big creators that are making the big money. I'm not talking about no little money. I'm talking about $100,000 a month, 300, $1 million a month. These are my friends. These are people that I have done businesses with. These are people that I talk to all the time. And almost, not almost, all every single person, no matter what they sell, they use this launching strategy. So we have made it refined, we've perfected it. I never teach you guys anything that I have not tested and got the craziest results out there. And then I'm sharing my experience with you guys to really help you guys and share the information and see if I can serve you in any way, shape, or form. So without any further ado, are we ready? Thank you guys. I just, you know, I don't want to look at the I don't want to look at the messages too much because I literally will start crying. I got the sweetest messages when I got my new Instagram. If you guys have not followed my new Instagram, it's Afnan Khalifa official until we get our Instagram back. But losing my Instagram really proved to me so much that we have built a system that makes us money whether we have an Instagram or not. And not a lot of people can say that. And this is exactly what we're going to be teaching you guys today. So we're going to be talking about how to make $1 million launching digital products and become that person in your field, in your industry, in your niche. We're going to give you a step-by-step plan. I'm going to be honest with you guys. It's going to be like a really heavy 3 days. We're not talking about no cute little motivation mindset. Today we're gonna shift your perspective. We're gonna open your mind. Tomorrow and the day after, we're gonna go in so many details about numbers, step by step, things that you have to apply, things that you have to implement that will literally blow your mind. So I want you guys to sit down. If you're not sat down, I want you to get a pen and paper, take the notes that you're gonna have to take, because I don't know if you guys know, but I've known because I have took the most programs, attended the most mastermind. I am literally a sponge when it comes to information. So if you look at me and you're like, wow, you're so smart. No, I'm not so smart. I just invest in myself so much, and this is the result of a woman that invests in herself. She is confident, she knows what she's talking about, she has value. Anything that comes out of my mouth, matter of fact, anytime I by mistake become friends with anyone, their life just levels up financially, brand wise, system wise. And that is not by accident. That is because I am a woman of value, and I want every single woman out here to be a woman of value. But how do you become that? Not because you're so pretty. There is a billion women that are so pretty, but because you have a brain that you use and you make a lot of money from it while living the absolute best life. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I work extremely hard. I'm not like, oh no, soft, things come to me. No, I work extremely hard. I put in the work. But all these years working got me to where I am today. To buy my Rolls Royce one-story Cullinan with my custom Himalayan crocodile leather inside with my signature on the outside. Like just some crazy things that I do, but I am that girl. I am crazy. And if you're crazy like me, I just want you to know that you're not too much, that you are destined for a lot of big things in this life. Own it. If you don't fit in, good. If you're too much, good. If you're loud, good. If you have a lot of crazy ambitions, good. Because there's so many people out there in this world that are lazy, that have given up on this life, that have given up to achieve a purposeful life where they progress and achieve so much every single day. And I'm yelling. It's a little bit of Red Bull, but it's a little bit of I miss you guys so much. And it's a lot of I want more women in 2026 and men. But I'm speaking to the women for a second. I want more women to be running $1 million businesses, whether they're in front of the camera or behind the camera. And that's what we're going to be talking about today. Okay? So lock in with me because I'm going to give you guys my all. Can I come stay with you? I mean, I have a spare room. You guys can come. So before we begin, let's do a quick tech. Guys, why am I like cheesing so hard? This is like on a date. I'm usually not like this smiley and giddy and happy, but you guys are so special. So before we start, I want to do a quick tech check. Of course, if you can see me, let me know that you can see me. If you can hear me well, let me know as well. Okay. Let's go. Okay, I love this. Making money has never been an issue. Amen. That's the energy I like. Okay, so some organization details as well, guys. We're gonna be here on this call. I'm gonna try to keep it short because we have a couple other days. But y'all know me. I just love talking to you guys. So if I start like just giving you a lot of stories, be like, Afnan, please get to the point because we have 2 other days. But of course, keep it respectful in the chat, guys. No negativity. Anyone puts any negativity or spamming or anything, they're gonna be kicked out, and I don't want you guys to be kicked out. And at the end, I'm gonna be answering questions for a very long time, so stay tuned, okay? So today we're going to be talking about the launch code system, the system behind my growth, right? How I went from literally just a waitress in Canada, Toronto, where I was literally working at a Brazilian steakhouse, a regular girl with so much ambition, with so much energy, to now a woman that has made in just the past like 5 months more than $3 million from just digital products alone, not the other businesses. And I have grown my Instagram that has been taken down because the matrix is attacking me to 1.8 million followers in less than 7 months. I remember 2025, we started January, we had 150,000, 75,000 followers. We ended by December 1st with almost 9 million followers. And then other platforms as well. You guys know we're growing and we're scaling. But of course, let me guess, you're here again because you have a dream, because you are that woman that wants more out of your life, out of the life. You want really everything. Like me personally, I don't want to leave nothing on the table. I want to be wealthy. I want to have value. I want to be smart. I want to be in rooms doing businesses. I want to be loved properly. I want amazing friends. I want to travel the world. I want to have amazing kids running, mommy, mommy, mommy. I want my kids to be, mommy is so smart. Mommy is such a rich mom. My mom gives me everything. Like that's what I want, right? I don't have any kids, but soon once we find a man. But if you are that person, you know deep down inside you that you are just meant for more. You don't like fitting in. You don't like just being like everyone else, right? And now maybe you are working that 9 to 5 that probably drains your soul, because when I tried working a 9 to 5, I remember I used to be a waitress. And then I'm like, my parents keep asking me like, Afnan, just get a respectable job, a 9 to 5, like in an office so we can tell our friends and brag about you. I'm like, anyway, never really cared about, people's opinion, but, I love my parents. So yeah, let me try this. I tried it for 3 months and it was the hardest thing on earth. So if you work a 9 to 5, my hat literally goes off to you. I think that's the saying, because it is one of the hardest things to do, and society made it so normal. It is so hard. You are a champion for working a 9 to 5 that underpays you, overworks you. I mean, if you like it, I love that. But a lot of people are working jobs that they don't like. They have bigger visions and goals for their life. It is hard, and I know not a lot of people gives you your flowers. I'm gonna give you your flowers. You're a champion. You are a superstar for literally working 5 days a week, 12-hour shifts, even when you don't feel like it. And if you can do that, I believe you can do a lot of things in this life. Because that takes resilience, that takes discipline, that takes you just like going through it and just doing it regardless, right? So maybe you have a 9 to 5 that, drains your soul. Or maybe you're already an entrepreneur. Maybe you're a creator, you have services, you're a fitness influencer, you do makeup, whatever service you provide. You are probably exhausted, because I have been there. You're tired, right? You feel like you're just on this endless roller coaster and you're like, God, please, I just want to feel free. I want to feel like I have purpose, like I have value, right? And even though you see other people, you see the girls on social media, they're crushing it, they're traveling the world, they're buying whatever they want. And it's like, in your head, you're like, I just want that freedom. I want that life. But I don't ever want to hear anyone from this call, from this chat, saying that could never be me. I'm not that special enough. I'm not loud enough. I'm not talented enough. I cannot make it to that level. Because as soon as you say that, that will become your reality. So let me know in the chat that No, that will be me. That will be that. I will be that girl. I will be that guy that achieves anything that I want. There's no limits. I don't want us to ever feel like I'm not special enough. You are special. Look at yourself. Do you see how different you are? Look at how many amazing qualities you have. How talented you are. Of course you're special. There's literally God created one of you in this life. Just one. No one is like you. And that's exactly why you are special. If you're like every single other person, then I'll be like, yeah, you're not special. But you are. So you keep doing what you know, right? You keep watching other people. And I've been there. I'm just like, I'm tired of watching other people live their life. I want to live my life too. I'm not envy or jealous, but I desire it so much. So I've always had this like thing in my stomach, like, you know, this, it's like a knot in your stomach that you're just like, I know I'm meant for more, but I don't know how. Like, just please, someone help me. Like, this is how I felt. Like, please, just someone take my hand. I will do whatever you tell me. Just please help me make money and be free. And that's exactly what a lot of programs that I have invested in did, right? But here's what I've learned after making millions of dollars online. The only difference between where you are and where you actually want to be is literally one thing. And every single year, this is the biggest lesson that I keep being like slapped by is you don't have a system. The difference between you and another woman, another man that is making millions of dollars, that is making the big money, the life that you want, is literally they have a system that works for them, right? A system that truly works in their favor, so they don't have to guess it every single time. Because once you have a system that works for others, why wouldn't it work for you? So here's my promise, okay? My promise is I'm gonna give you the system you don't have yet, right? A system that is scalable, because that's what we want. We wanna make money and then grow our income step by step, right? If you're making right now $5,000, you wanna get to 10,000. It's gonna be step by step. You can't get to 1,000,000 right away. There are steps in this life. But as long as you know that you're gonna get to the next step. And this is what I'm gonna give you, a predictable, scalable way to turn what you actually know today into an income that you can count on month by month, year after year, that scales, that grows, no matter what you do. Does that make sense? Let me know if I'm making sense or if I'm just excited. Too excited. Let me know. Okay, I'm that girl. I love that. I love that. Guys, this energy in the chat is just, I'm excited for you guys, okay? So what I'm about to teach you, of course, number one, I want to make it very, very clear that it does not depend where you are starting. You could literally be starting from like zero, like no experience. So if you have an audience, sure. If you don't, sure, it also works. If you want to be in front of the camera, it works. If you don't want to be in front of the camera, you want to be behind the scenes, it also works. So it works for any really stage in business. But just this business model, this idea that we're going to be talking about, which is launches, I feel like the more I use it, the more I make money from it, the more I'm just like, I understand why no one is sharing this, why no one is talking about it. Like, it's this big, big secret, because it is a big secret, because literally every single billion-dollar company, every single multi-millionaire uses this launch system. Of course they don't want to share it. Of course they don't want the world to know the psychology behind things. But of course, I'm your big sister, so I'm gonna give you guys everything because I love you guys. So our roadmap for the next 3 days, okay? So we're on day 1, as you guys can tell. Today, I'm gonna give us just the method. I'm gonna shift your perspective. I'm gonna open your mind. I'm gonna set the foundation right. And then tomorrow, we're gonna get into some real details. And then day 3, we're gonna have so many testimonials, people that have literally started with like eating noodles on the floor and couldn't even afford anything to now making a lot of money, right? We're gonna have these people come on the calls and talk to you guys as well, because I want to show you guys, not just me, because maybe you're like, well, Afnan, you're just so confident, Afnan, you're so special. No. I'm gonna show you a bunch of people that have worked in front of the camera and behind the camera, and with this launch strategy, they have made tons of money. Okay, so we're gonna walk through the most profitable money-making model right now for creators. that want to monetize their audience for behind the scenes, and they also want to, like, if you want to be in front of the camera or behind the camera, if you don't want to show your face or you want to show your face, this foundation is everything that you build on after. Day two, what we're going to be talking about is the step-by-step launch breakdown. So we're going to go over literally step by step. It's going to be like a lot of information that you've never heard. Step by step, we're going to be breaking down. I honestly don't know why, like, I mean, I do know why no one is sharing this information, but I'm just so excited to be the first to give you guys all this information. We're gonna also cover the three launching phases, from having an idea to the first sales. We're gonna take you step by step, plus how to get your first 5,000 followers if you are starting from zero. I'm gonna be breaking down digital product launches step by step, what to sell, how to sell it, and then how to scale it, right? Whether it's you're in front of the camera or behind the scenes, right? So you won't just watch this. We're gonna actually try to build your launch plan together with me. So I want you guys to leave with not just, oh my God, I got so much information. No, you have a launch strategy. You almost know what you're about to launch for yourself or for others, step by step. And then day three, we're gonna do full behind the scenes process. Day three is very juicy. I cannot wait for day three. Day three is something I've never seen anyone do in this industry. I'm gonna be opening up one of my $1 million launches completely and breaking it down for you guys. So you're gonna actually see what worked and what didn't, so you guys can learn from your big sister, because that's all I really want from you guys. So what we changed, what certain decisions we've made in like literally real time. This level of transparency, just like I told you guys, I am not gonna be gatekeeping anything. I am not gonna like sugarcoat things. I'm not gonna even overpromise things. I'm gonna give you a lot of realistic numbers, to be honest, just so you guys have realistic expectations. But just know, in this industries, I literally have friends that are making, I mean, not just friends, we are millions of dollars per launch, per, like, in a day, in a week, right? So it is a huge industry that you can be making a lot of money. And pray I don't get sick, because every single launch I just get somehow sick. So I know you guys love me, so you'll take me sick or not sick. But I want you to understand something important about what I'm doing here, right? The strategy that I'm gonna give you over the next couple days is not like a trend or a hype that, oh my God, we're gonna implement and it's gonna like fade away after. No, it is not something that have been like done yesterday and then it's gonna become popular. No, these are exactly the same strategies that big equity firms, that talent agencies, that Hollywood level management, big companies, $1 billion companies use exactly to influence you, to buy, to watch, to spend money. So why are we giving $1 billion companies our money and not actually learning it and using it to our advantage? So what is different is just the environment. Instead of applying it to a physical product, to a movie, to a celebrity, no, we're gonna be applying it to you, because it's all the same foundation, it's all the same strategy. So my team and I took those strategies and we literally like input it into today's creator economy. Now, why do I talk a lot about the creator economy? It is because it is the easiest gateway for a lot of you guys to make a lot of money. For a lot of you guys to make money that you've never made before. It is very hard to have your own physical product, physical company, physical store out there. But being in the creator world on social media is probably the easiest way that will get you from where you are today to the next level in a way shorter time with the lowest risk possible, versus like you opening a whole store with like rent, bills, and all of that. And this is why I preach about the creator economy, right? So of course we took these strategies, we tested them, we made money from them, we made them better, and we fixed them, and we mastered it so we can give it to you guys while it's perfect. So we spent hundreds of thousands of dollars and years testing it. We learn from the best in the industry, and I'm literally gonna like hand you all that information on a silver platter. So I'm gonna just ask you one thing, okay? One thing, which is for the next few hours, I want you to not like half listen because it may actually confuse you. I want you to really, really be in tune with the information because this is, I promise you, if you take this information and you apply it to any business this year in 2026, I promise you, I promise you, I promise you, by December 2026, you're gonna come back and you're gonna be like, Afnan, you have literally like 3x, 10x my income this year just from this call. So I really want us to pay attention and not take things lightly and not think, oh my god, it's just a call. No, it's some serious things, right? I know it's for free and we could charge for this call, but I didn't want to charge for this call. I want more people on this call, but I don't want it because it's a free call for it to not be taken as seriously. So promise me in this chat that you're gonna take this seriously. I know it's free. I know we didn't charge no nothing for this call, but I want you to take it seriously. Give me a promise in the chat. Let me see. Okay. 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 Thank you guys. I appreciate all the promises. Pinky promise? Pinky promise. Okay. I love you guys. Someone called me mommy. I mean, I could be some of your moms. I'm 27. I'm about to turn 30 soon. I feel like a mom. Let me know in the chat, which one do you feel like you are currently? Are you the face of the brand or do you want to work behind the scenes? Okay, I see a lot of promises. I better not see no one break their promises. I am the face. I am the face. Behind the scenes, both. Ooh, I like both. It's like you guys almost have seen the presentation. We're aligned. I like this. I like this. Behind the scenes, both behind the scenes, in front of the face, face of the brand, face of the brand. Okay. Okay, perfect. So, but of course, I have to be real with you guys. Just like anything in this life, like I hope in 2026 we got this out of our head. Oh my god, I want to get rich quick because anything quick in this life, you get it quick, you lose it quick. No, I want to get the information quick and then apply it so I can grow quick. That's my mindset. But oh, I just want to make money quick. We already know. I hope in 2026 we are more clear that this is not the right way of life and it just does not work. And we have, I hope we're on that level, right? So this is not a get rich quick crowd or people just looking to just like, please give me the magic potion lotion that is gonna just make me a billionaire tomorrow. I hope that is not you guys, and I know that is not you guys. If you guys watch my YouTube, my social media, you know I'm all about hard work. So if you're willing to show up, do the work, apply the techniques, apply the strategies that we're gonna be teaching you. The sky is the limit. The amount of money that you could be making in the future with these same strategies is the limit. And if you stick with me until the end, I have, of course, as always, some bonuses lined up for the people that are going to stay until the end. We're going to give you like a button that you can press and then get the bonuses only for the people that stay until the end. And in the Q&A, I'm going to be answering probably like your toughest questions. Give me all the tough, real business questions, any fears that you have. And I'm going to give you guys really answers that I only share to my private clients. But today, I'm going to be an open book, right? So in every room like this with thousands of smart, motivated people, I always see like there's like a divide, like a split that happens, right? There's two people. There are the people that are, they're both capable, they're both smart, they both make very different decisions. Type 1 is, oh, I'm going to figure out myself, and that is totally fine. I always respect that, right? The first group, they want to take everything I teach, and then they want to go out and figure out on their own. And of course, that path works. This is why we do these calls. But that always comes with a cost. And I've had that cost for a very long time until I learned to be the second group, right? Now, what is the cost? The cost is you always, I could literally cry talking about this. You always, always, always pay with time. And I have paid with time for so long that I'm just like, you little of none, you know? It's like, why did I have to go through that instead of just learning it from someone and like taking everything from someone? You always will pay with time. I have figured out things in the past year alone that I could have paid, not even a lot of money. I just could have paid the like less than 0.001% of what I make today 3 years ago, and I would have made probably 10x the money if I just knew what I know now. If you guys understand what I'm saying, right? So you're always paying time, right? You're gonna have to make mistakes that you didn't have to because you're trying to figure out on your own. You're gonna be testing things that is already tested. Your progress is always gonna be slower than it needs to because you're one person, you're human. You're gonna have to go through that cycle. And some people are okay with that. Now, type 2 are the people that I want speed. And this was my 2025, well, 20 and December 2024 resolution is in 2025, I want speed. And this is why 2025 for me was like the biggest year of my life where I have scaled like just insanely because I was just like, forget figuring out everything on my own. I'm tired of figuring out things on my own. I want speed. Who can give me access to speed, to information that I can implement, that can help me step by step and I can get to where I want instead of trying another 3, 4, 5 years and then figure it out. Because the most expensive thing that we have is not money, it is time. Drop an amen in the chat, right? So the second group is, right, they look at the same information and they think differently. They don't ask, can I do this alone? They ask, who already have solved this and how do I even move faster to get the results faster? So execution speed always changes the outcome. That's why I built something very specific for you guys that we're not going to talk too much about today, right? I'm going to talk more about tomorrow, but now everything I'm teaching you over the next 3 days, you can absolutely take it, run, you can make money with it, amazing. But I know some of you guys are sitting here thinking, I don't want to figure this on my own. I want someone to just show me exactly what to do day by day. Behind the scenes, of course, I have, wow, that's such a nice picture of me. Behind the scenes, I've been building a new program that is probably going to break the internet once people see the information that is there. Because a lot of creators are going to be very upset. I'm actually making a program about this information. Something designed for people that don't want to sit with the information for 6 months before they actually do something with it. Now, I'm not opening any enrollment today. You cannot buy anything today. We are not taking $1 from you today. But, because today is about learning, but at the end of today, I'm going to do something very, very small because there is a lot of you guys and there's a lot of people that are registered for this webinar that are going to watch the replays because I know we have different time zones and I'm in Dubai. So this is like the latest I can do. But I'm going to open a wait list. Right? I'm not going to tell you guys what we're going to be launching, any of that, prices, anything. Just know that, of course, it's not going to be nothing cheap. It's going to be something that is very valuable. So I'm going to open a waitlist at the end. You can just join the waitlist in the group chat. We're going to give you more information. If you're in that waitlist, priority to everyone else, you're going to get better prices than everyone else. You're going to get priority to get on calls, to get more information before everyone else. The waitlist is just people that they just know they want more out of this life and they don't want to do it alone, right? So it's not for everyone, just for the people that, number one, they know they can invest in themselves. Number two, they want 2026 to be a huge year. And of course, here's why we're doing it this way. We actually have 20,000 people that have registered for this call. I know we have like 4.6 on YouTube right now. Which is incredible. But I just want to give priority access to people that have the urgency in this life because I'm that girl that has the urgency. So the only time I'm going to mention it until the end. So wait until the end. We're going to talk about it later. And again, we're not going to be breaking down any information until tomorrow or the day after. But the people that are like, anything Afnan does is powerful. I need this. I need 2026 to be different. I need this information. Be ready for the end of the call. It's going to be an investment that we're going to tell you guys about later, about the program and so on and so forth. And you can join the waitlist to get all the information priority to everyone else. Now back to the real, everything that we're gonna be talking about. So who is Afnan? My name is Afnan Khalifa. At 19 years old, I actually moved to Canada. I was studying university. I was literally balancing university. I was a waitress at two restaurants. I tried the 9 to 5. It was extremely hard. I was trying to figure out life. My dad called me, said, Afnan, I cannot send you money anymore, so you need to get a job. I've never had a job when I used to live in Saudi for 18 years. And then a lot have happened when I was in Canada. Like, if I just tell you stories, sometimes I forget that that was literally my life. Like, I would walk from the bus station um, to our home, which was like a 20-minute walk. You'll be like, okay, what's so what's so hard about walking 20 minutes? Don't be lazy. Yeah, but have you guys been to Canada? When it's literally snowing and it's literally negative 20 degrees Celsius and you're walking at like midnight, there is barely any light in the neighborhood that we live in. It's quiet. You feel like if you got kidnapped, no one's gonna even notice. And I've done that for like 2, 3 years because to me, an Uber that was like $10, that $10 was a lot of money. And I swear to you guys, I cannot even believe I used to live that life. Like I look back at it and I'm like, was that really happening in my life or am I just like dreaming? But that was literally my life where I would literally be like, no, I cannot eat outside even though I'm out all day. I'm just gonna wait until I go home. I would study on the bus because it was an hour and a half commute going and then back. Yo, I have done it. Like, you cannot complain to me about anything because I have done it all. Everything that I have today, I have earned it with sweat, tears, hard work, discipline, not giving up, not like, guys, please, people lose their Instagram and they have like 100,000 followers and they freak out. Their life is like done, their business is done. My Instagram had literally almost 2 million followers. You guys have seen me all 2025 how much I worked for my Instagram, how much effort I put. And here I am, chilling. Because I know anything that God gives you, He can take away from you. But what I always have is my skills. And I've been through so much worse than an Instagram going away. Like, please, I'm unbreakable, unshakable. Because I've been through so much hardship. I've been through literally like the mud and back. But that builds you to be that so powerful, so resilient that literally nothing can break me. Literally nothing can take me down. My faith is in God, and I know God always has the best plan for me. Always, always, always. Even if it looks like, oh my God, God is with me. I can never lose. Could never lose. You can never lose, right? Now at 25, I actually moved to Dubai. Everyone's like, wow, you're so like bold. You literally just moved to Dubai by yourself. Yeah, because I wanted a bigger life. I wanted more. I wanted just something different. I was getting comfortable in Canada. And that's when my life changed. It was extremely hard. I have a YouTube video about it. It was really, really extremely hard the first 7 months, just emotionally, especially us as women. We're so emotional. Oh my God. Sometimes I'm like, God, please give me a man's emotion because I am tired of this roller coaster inside me, right? But I'm very happy to be a woman. Over the last, of course, 7 months, I grew my Instagram from 180,000 to 1.8 million followers. We grew our YouTube to almost now 150,000. And we grew our TikTok to almost 1 million followers as well. I bought my Rolls Royce. I love my Rolls Royce. It's just, to people, it's like, oh, it's just material. And of course, I laugh about it that I am materialistic. But to me, it means so much more. It just means all the work that I put in, all the sacrifice, all the naysayers that, oh my God, does she make money? Oh my God, is she not successful? Oh my God, she just got lucky. Oh my God, okay. 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 I just keep going. I just keep going, right? And then in the last 6 months alone, we have generated over 3 million from digital products. Today, I feel like as soon as I say Afnan Khalifa, guys, I cannot go anywhere without being recognized, without people showing me so much love. And I love it because every single time you guys come up to me in person, the first thing is, I watch you, you changed my life. Please keep being you. And that just means literally the world to me. So yeah, I'm just very proud of the woman that I am today. Very, very proud. Very proud. So of course, I'm not a magic or a genie or an overnight success. I feel like you guys can really feel it through my energy, through just my hard work, how much I actually put into my content, how much I actually put into my business, on how much this woman actually cares about her life, about her success, about her students. So I've never uh, really had anything easy. I've been in the trenches and I've been scaling my online businesses for years now. I've personally launched multiple digital products, right, that have made seven figures, millions of dollars. We have the brand code and we have the Icon Women Club. But more importantly, I have helped so many clients and students do the same, right? I love going on social media and seeing my students are literally duplicating our strategies, our frameworks, and they're suddenly making like $10,000 in a day, $20,000 in like a week when they couldn't even make $5,000 a month. Like that to me was amazing. One of our biggest client success, she just had her launch and she literally made $100,000 in one day using our launch strategies. She grew her social media from literally 1,000 followers to over now 610, 600,000 followers and 10 um in literally less than a year and a half. And just seeing all of that, it really just puts everything into perspective, that everything that I have done was always for people, and that's what I really love to do. So collectively, all my students have earned collectively over 20 million in revenue from the exact system I'm going to be teaching you guys today. Now, I know what you're thinking, right? But Afnan, don't you need a big following to make a lot of money? Because you always say that. And yes, a few years ago, might have said, yes, you need a lot of followers, you need to grow your followers. But in 2026, the game have changed, okay? Followers does not always equal income. Now, here's what equals income. When you have attention, attention is the currency. You need attention to anything that we do. We need attention, right? But then you need the strategy. That's what equals money. And most people that you see today, and it's so sad, I look at so many like big influencers that you probably follow, and I'm like, where's the strategy? Please, you have so much attention. How are we monetizing this? Oh my God, there's so much money that we're leaving on the table. It's like sometimes I just want to DM them and they have like 5 million, 10 million. I'm like, where is the strategy? Can I help you with the strategy to help you make an extra, probably like 5 to 10 million with your followers, because they have huge followers, but they're just leaving a lot of money on the table. And I know what some of you are thinking. Easy for you to say, you already have millions of followers and you've been doing all of that. But let me just ruin the argument in the worst way possible. As you guys know, 2 months ago, my Instagram literally disappeared, right? Overnight. Uh, Now, by every piece of logic, I should be panicking. I should be scrambling. I actually just took a vacation. I went to Thailand. I'm like, okay, let's just take a vacation. I should be watching my income collapse in real time, because that's really what happens to a lot of entrepreneurs when they lose their biggest platform, which is usually Instagram. But you want to know actually what happened, guys? Nothing. Nothing happened. We kept making money. We kept running launches. We kept making money. It was just simple. I just lost my Instagram and I just missed you guys, because I just love the attention that you guys give me on my 2 million follower. And while all that was happening, I started a new Instagram, because I want to show you guys that you can start from zero in 2026 and you can still scale something. You can still grow it, and you can still make a lot of money with 20,000 little affy 20,000 followers. You can make a lot of money. Guys, please follow me on my new Instagram. So followers does not equal the foundation, because my income, guys, was never ever ever just built on followers alone. I know so many people that have 2 times, 3 times my followers, and they're not even making 20% of what I make. So, followers is not everything. I need us to understand that in 2026. The audience, of course, having audience, of course, it helped when you have eyes on you. Of course, it helps. But it was never the foundation. The foundation on how we made a lot of money was the system behind it that you guys never saw. That's why when my account disappeared, the money did not disappear, because we had that system. Now, from my fellow creators and influencers that are here. Let me know if you're a follow influencer or creator. Oh, I love you guys. I love you guys. A lot of you guys are like, I thought you blocked me on Instagram. I couldn't find you guys. Why would I block you? Please, please, why would I block you? But for all my fellow creators and influencers here, I want you to be really honest with me for a second, right? If tomorrow you woke up and literally your entire social media was gone, every follower, every post you've done, everything, what would actually happen to your income? Let me know in the chat. Would your income go away or would it actually still grow? I would cry because I literally just started. Don't cry. It would be very, very sad. Yes. Okay. I will fall. Some of you guys said it will be nothing will happen. Okay, that's good. I like that. But a lot of you guys, so drop one in the chat if you think you'd be in a serious trouble. Drop two if you think you would survive for a while but then eventually struggle. Drop three if your income would keep flowing no matter what. I will panic, but nothing will. I'll be very depressed. Okay, we're not gonna use that word. That's a very, very not nice word that we don't use over here. Right? It's all a state of mind. A lot of you guys are dropping 1, 3, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2. Okay. Wow, I cannot even read a chat. Like this energy, I cannot even keep up with the chat. I'm reading your answers, and here's what interesting, right? Some of you guys type 2, some of you guys type 3, some of you guys type 1. Guys, I personally know creators with over 1 million followers that literally till today stress about money every single month. I know creators that have 500,000 followers and they still stress about money. They can't sell anything, right? And I know creators that have 10,000 followers and they're literally making every single month 50,000 followers, 100,000 followers, month after month, growing it. Why? The only difference is in the last few years, what we have seen is, and this is what I want us to understand, things have changed, right? Social media want you to go viral. It want you to scale. It want you to grow. So in the last few years, we have seen an explosion of creators that have suddenly like got so many followers. Like I see a lot of my friends, as soon as I hit 1 million follower, it almost like unlocked like, oh my God, 1 million followers is so easy. Everyone's hitting 1 million followers. And it before 1 million followers was like, oh my God, you are like so famous. But today people are literally gaining like 100,000 followers in like a couple months, right? I've seen people gain 100,000 followers in literally a week, and that people was me, right? They're getting attention, they're getting the validation, but there's a very big problem, which is they're still very broke. Why? Because they are still playing by the old rules, thinking if I post, if I get the views, if I get the attention, the money is still gonna come. But guys, this does not work anymore because, let's be honest, everyone is going viral. Like a lot of people are going viral, right? Maybe not you, but a lot of people are going viral. A lot of people get views. A lot of people are getting attention. Now, 10 years ago, attention was rare, right? If people actually knew your name, oh my God, you were already winning, right? Brands are chasing you, they're throwing money at you, they're begging you to post them. Money like literally followed visibility. Any type of attention. If you have visibility, boom, you had money. That was like 10 years ago. Now let me show you what I mean. Let's zoom out for a second, okay? There were only a handful influencers, and like almost every single person watched the same people 10 years ago. Don't you guys agree? Like everyone in the country, in every country, followed the same people, and we kept just watching the same people because they were so big. But that world does not exist anymore. Every single time I'm with my friends, they're like, oh my God, did you see this? I'm like, who's that? I've never seen her. And that person has like 5 million, 6 million followers. I'm like, how have I never seen her? Because that world does not exist anymore. Back then, if you had fame, that means you have money, right? Because it was extremely hard to get into that world that you have fame. Organic growth, getting followers was extremely hard. It wasn't normalized. The algorithm was not pushing your stuff like today. It was very different. So if you made it to the top, you really did not need like a crazy strategy. You did not need to be doing the big things, because money was literally chasing you and coming to you. That's why you see a lot of people like are literally confused today. They're still chasing a world that was 10 years ago. That world, guys, please, it does not exist. Welcome to 2026. For the first time in history, anyone can build an audience in an extremely short period of time. So this is not like a luxury that's reserved for anyone special. You see people that are 14 years old crushing it. You see people that are 80 years old crushing it on TikTok and Instagram. People all ages, they're just creating content. They're making money. It's so easy. It's just a matter of pick the phone, record yourself, post it, say something valuable, right? And so many people are getting attention. So that is not reserved for just like the selective few. And that creates a very specific opportunity if you understand it. But here's what changed, right? Number one, no one is coming to hand you money. No brand is gonna chase you because you have followers, right? I've had 2 million followers, and let me tell you, brands don't chase you. Like, I'm being extremely honest. They don't chase you no matter how much you go viral, how many views you have. They don't chase you. If you don't agree to their terms, there's a billion other influencers that are going to agree to their terms. Why would they even flinch, right? So the opportunity is there, but it's your responsibility to use it. And this is like the best actually news that you can actually hear, because it almost like gives you power, right? It just means that you don't need permission anymore. You can create your own income on your own. You don't need to be like, pick me, pick me, pick me, pick me. We're not in that generation anymore. And that applies to a lot of things in our life, not just money. But today we're gonna be just talking about money. And I like that. I like not being waited to be picked, but creating my own luck. And this is what I'm teaching you guys today. We're gonna be creating our own luck. So in 2026, even if you have 10,000 people actually that are following you, you have leverage to build a 6-figure income. Am I right? Very, very easy, right? Now, to get there, although you only have 10,000 followers, you need two things. Number one, you need something that you're gonna be selling to people, right? And then you need a system behind it that will get people to understand what you're gonna be selling. That is it. So what does that mean? We need an offer, whether it's a service, it's a product, it's a digital product, it's something that you're gonna be selling people, anything that you're gonna be selling people. And then we need nurture. We need to get people nurtured, like taking care of people, showing them why they need what we have, warming them up to our product, showing how to use it, showing the results, the transformations, all of that we're going to be teaching guys. And then launch, which is what the launch code is about. And then that's how you'll be making money. That's literally the simple steps. Now, of course, there's a lot of steps in those as well. So let's talk about the big word of today and the next 3 days, basically. Afnan, okay, you're saying launch. What does that mean? Please tell me. So let me put it very, very simply. What is a launch? And you can write this down. A launch is a structured way of selling a product or a service to your target audience, right? What does that mean? It's a strategy that helps you build almost a relationship with a potential customer, show them the key value, show them why your offer is so good and they need it, and build that desire for them so they desire what you are going to give them, that product and that service, and then guide them step by step toward making a purchase. Let's break it down. It's basically a strategic process designed to introduce something new to the world. Because in today's world, we crave attention, we crave desires and momentum before the product is available to everyone. That's what makes things go viral, things get so hyped up and then sell out. You want every single product and service you put out there to be viral, to sell out, for you to be like scrambling to like get the orders out or the service to be done. You almost need to set people on fire before you launch something. Sometimes you set people on fire before you even have the product and the service, and that's like the real goaded situation that we're gonna get you guys to. It's almost like think of it as lighting a fire before you need that heat. It's not like, oh my god, I'm freezing. You're almost warming up people, like, yes, let's put the fire, it's gonna be an amazing night, let's camp, and so on and so forth, before they feel cold. What does that mean? So the true goal of a product launch is simple. You need to build such big like FOMO and anticipation for the product and the service that people are like, please launch it. Please take my money. Please, how can I buy? Please restock. Guys, have you ever looked at basically what's it called? Like yesterday, I was shopping at this store, okay, and I'm like, why is it sold out? I want this like pants that they have, and it's literally sold out. And I'm like, why is it sold out? Like, how can I message them, please restock? I want these pants so bad. And that is literally a form of anticipation that a lot of brands basically have. This is the most profitable business model in literally history that can be applied to any product, to any service out there, right? It's been used for decades by literally billion-dollar companies, and you probably have never even noticed the whole thing, okay? And this is what we're gonna be breaking to you guys. So let's talk about, the elephant in the room. I literally have like 5 of them right now. My friend's like, why do you have 5 phones? I'm like, I don't know. I have 5 phones, right? Have you ever stood, and let me know in the chat, have you ever stood in a line midnight waiting for a new iPhone? Or like, oh my god, I want to get the iPhone before they launch it. Oh my god, I pre-ordered. I don't even know what's in the iPhone. I don't know what's the new features in the phone. I just know that I want the new phone. How many people literally are trying to always buy the new phone and they don't even know what's in the phone? Like, what's the difference between all the iPhones? All better camera. They always say that. Oh, like, you're just like, please take my money. I don't even care what's in the new iPhone. I just wanna like get the new phone, right? So Apple, we gotta understand that they don't release just phones. They basically launch them. For months, they build such anticipation, right? They do teasers, they suddenly do like YouTube leaks on, oh my god, I got my hand on the new phone. Like, people are recording, oh my god, I got hands on the new phone, and the camera quality is insane. Oh my god, this, and like, it's controversial. Should I get it? Should I not? Oh my god, it's the best decision. And these are all leaked and planned in advance. This is not by accident, guys, right? So by the time they actually open the doors, oh my god, okay, we're launching the new iPhone, people are desperate to buy. They're waiting in line. Why is the Apple store always busy, always lines? I'm like, what are you guys buying? They literally just sell a phone. What is there to buy more from? Why is it always busy? Please, someone explain, right? But that is all what they do year after year. Big, big launches, right? Oh my god, you guys have Android. We're not gonna talk about that right now, guys. Okay, we're not gonna talk about that. Now, what about music? Okay, let's say there is Drake, but think about Taylor Swift. Before she releases any album, any new music, she doesn't just like drop the song and, okay guys, go listen to it. No, she dropped teasers, her singing maybe a line from it, putting it in a clip, like just teasing us. And it's like, okay, please give me like the song. Whether you're a fan of Taylor Swift, Drake, whoever you listen to, they all have the same launch strategy. Okay. So they tease for months, and by the time the album drop, like the fans are like the fans feel like literally they are they just want to hear the whole album for fast. They want to go through it. Same with Netflix. So anytime there's a new season, what does Netflix do? They don't just drop it quietly. Oh my God, Stranger Things, gonna coming June 15th, trailer that breaks the internet. And then you're watching the trailer and it's like, I cannot wait. And then as soon as they launch it, and it's now everyone's watching and everyone's talking on social media. And that is what a launch is. So here's what we know, right? Singers, they use launches. Movie studios, they use launches. Fashion brands use launches. Tech companies, they use launches. Every serious business out there, they use launches. Okay? So that brings me to you. If you're a creator with an audience, you're just not a regular person with followers anymore. I need us to look at ourselves like a business, and your business needs a launch. And this is exactly why you're gonna see the big division right now in 2026. You're gonna see a lot of creators on one side without any offers, without any launches, and you're gonna notice they don't like have the big money. They're always stressed about money. They're always wondering, why is it not working? What's happening? And then you're gonna see the other side of creators that have the offers, the launch system. Even if they have like the same amount of followers, they are always making the crazy money that you're like, it doesn't even make sense. How does she make that much money? It does not make sense, but that is what launches do. So if you're a creator right now, or you want to become one, you need to have a launch strategy. You need to be ahead of the game. Without it, you're just gonna be posting and hoping and like, oh my God, I hope I make money. And you guys, in 2026, a lot of you guys are gonna have a lot of followers, or a lot of you guys are gonna be working behind the scenes. You're gonna know a lot of people that have a lot of followers, but they don't know how to turn it into business. So here is what you can actually use launches to. Okay. One-on-one sessions, you can have online courses, group programs, memberships, if you have digital products, apps, physical products, services, literally anything you can use launches for. So let me ask you something, right? Have you ever posted, let's say you have your own program. Have you ever posted a link to something you're selling and you just sat there, like literally refreshing, hoping someone buys, and no one actually buys? I've seen a lot of my friends that had like 200, 300,000 followers go through this, and it literally broke their heart, because they're like, I have so many followers. Why is no one buying what I have, right? Now, you probably have had that pit in your stomach. Maybe you were wondering, am I going to be even making good money this month, although I have the followers? Maybe you're trying to even cover rent at this point. That moment, when you put something up for sale and think, I actually have no idea if this is working. I don't know what to change. I don't know why people are not buying. I don't know what else to do. I know my program is so good. I know my offer is so good. I know I have the expertise, but no one is finding me. No one is buying. That all disappears once you learn how to launch. Because behind every successful launch, there is a financial model, right? Before you sell anything, you already know. This is why launches are powerful, because before you sell anything, you already know how many people are going to see your offer, how many people are going to click, how many people are going to buy. So you almost know how much money you're going to be making before you even sell, which is the craziest thing about a launch. And the same math works whether you're selling to 300 people or 300,000 people. The formula does not change, only the zeros at the end. Now let's break down numbers, okay? So grab your phone and open your notes. Someone said, this happened to my ebook. We're going to change that. Mido. We're going to change that. So by the end of this, you're going to know exactly how much money is sitting in your audience right now. Or if you're going to be working behind the scenes in other people's audience. Okay, so step number one, guys, get your number, get your pens and papers, your phones. We're gonna do some math. I don't know if you guys are good with math or not, but we're gonna do some math right now. So step number one, your follower count. Take that number and put it, right? So how many followers do you have right now? Let me know in the chat. Write that number down. You either let me know in the chat or you write it down. Does not matter. Okay. Number two, I need you to have your engagement rate. Now you're like, Afnan, what does that engagement rate means? This is basically the percentage of followers that actually pay attention to you. So how do we know that number? You're gonna check your story views. So divide your engagement rate by your follower count. So most creators, I'll be honest with you guys, fall somewhere between 5% to 15% of their followers watch their stories. So find that number and then divide it by your follower count, the average. Okay. Now, a quick way to check, let's say you have 10,000 followers and let's say maybe 1,000 people are watching your stories. That's basically 10% engagement. That 10% is actually the real audience that we care about. I'm not gonna be like, oh my God, we have 10,000 followers. No. That's cute, but let's get real numbers, real business right now. So basically, we have 1,000 real audience that care about what you do. Now, step three, are you guys following with me? Okay, cool. I see the numbers. 4% is good, guys. Don't calculate when you post like a bunch of stuff. Calculate, when you post a story or two, how many views do you get? So I need us to be like, not too hard on ourselves, but not too soft on ourselves. Okay, step number three is conversion rate. Now, guys, during a proper launch, typically 2 to 5% of your engaged audience is gonna buy. Now, I don't like to hype things or make it low. Let's say 3% of our engaged audience, which is 1,000 people from the 10,000, right? So 1,000, 3% of those usually buy. Now you're like, okay, we're getting somewhere. Step number four, how much is your product price? Now, this of course depends on what are you selling and who are you selling it to. Now, let me break it down. So the price of your product or your service always depends on your niche and your audience buying power. And here's a realistic breakdown. So there's of course low ticket. Low ticket means anything that is $27 to $97. That could be a mini course, a guide, a template, a digital download. This actually works good if you have a large audience. A lot of people are like, oh my God, I'm gonna start with low ticket. But like if you have very small audience, this will just demotivate you. So that's what a low ticket is, okay? Now there is mid ticket, which is anywhere from $197 to $899. This could be a workshop that you're gonna be doing, an online course that you have, and it's that range, right? And this is like, I feel like this range is like the sweet spot for a lot of creators. They price their services, their products around that range. It's high enough to actually make you money and be profitable, but it's low enough that people are not like overthinking it. They're not like being, oh my God, is this so hard? And then there's high ticket, which is anywhere from $997, which is $1,000, all the way to almost $3,000. This could be masterminds. This is like done with you services. This is coaching programs, higher level. This works best when you actually have a proven result that you can sell to people. And then you have premium, which is anything above $5,000. This is like the one-on-one coaching. There is the VIP experiences. This is done for you services. Now, in the premium, you only need a handful of buyers to actually make a lot of money. But one thing about premium, it requires more trust, and usually you need sales calls and all of that to close people, because no one's gonna just buy a 5,000 plus just like that, right? So let me know in the chat which price is the right for you. Now, guys, by the way, that also depends on your audience. This doesn't just depend on you because you think, oh my God, I should price this. Again, let me show you different niches typically break down. Let's say you are a lifestyle, you are a beauty, you are a fashion audience. Usually, younger people are following you, maybe more price sensitive, they can't afford it. A sweet spot is 197, 299 because people can afford that range, right? There, you're gonna focus on volume, on a lot of people, right? To sell more at a lower price. And that's how you're gonna be making a lot of money in that industry. Now, if you're in fitness, wellness, nutrition, the audience usually they're willing to invest in themselves, right? Because they're like, this is for my health, this is for me to be healthy, and so on and so forth, for me to be well. The sweet spot is anywhere from 497 to almost $1,000 because in that like niche, people are used to paying for gym memberships, supplements, programs, and so on and so forth. And then there is business, finance, marketing audience. This is a very, very big niche. Anyone that buys from these people, right? And I'm in this category, right? But anytime people are buying from you, they look at it as an investment, right? If I spend 1,000, 3,000, and so on and so forth, it's like I'm gonna be making way more from the strategies that I'm gonna be learning. So they're gonna pay more if you can show the ROI for these people. And then, of course, I also fall into this category as well, which is coaches, consultants, and service providers. This can go anywhere from 1,200 all the way to $5,000 plus plus plus. This for this specific niche, your audience needs to see a transformation. They need to see results before they pay you that big money because usually they want the same results. So it's result-based pricing works well, right? So if you can show people results, they're gonna get there, perfect. So launches are like literally the only system that I know where you do a couple actions in a series for 2 to 3 weeks that can completely change your financial life. And I've seen it happen hundreds of times over and over again in every single niche. Okay, now let's compare this to guys, if you don't understand it, you're gonna have to watch the playback to really look at the numbers again because you are not paying attention because I broke it down very, very clearly. Okay, but I still love you guys. So let's compare this to other ways that people actually make money on social media. Let's say you have the brand deals. Can you make 6 figures from your first brand deal? No. No one is gonna pay you $100,000 for no brand deal. Let me just tell you that. No, I know people that have almost 20 million followers and they're barely just starting to get 6 figures from deals. Let me just make it very simple for you guys. Not even your 10th. Most creators with 300,000 followers are like lucky to get like $5,000 for a post after negotiations back and forth, and them seeing your insights and then making sure you're in the right niche and you have the audience and people are loyal to you. You basically need 20 brand deals to just hit $100,000. And you are like at the mercy for every single one. And it's not easy to get 20 brand deals, guys. Again, 2 million followers. And I can tell you guys, we've never done more than even 2 brand deals in 1 month because our prices are high. But brand deals don't want to pay. There's so many options out there that they can pay someone $1,000, $2,000, $3,000. My prices are not no $1,000, $2,000. Let's talk about making money from the platform, right? Maybe you get the TikTok creator fund and so on and so forth. But how many followers do you need to make 6 figures from the TikTok creator fund? You need millions, literally millions. And even then, the algorithm is gonna decide, oh my God, are you gonna get paid that month? You're literally at the mercy of a platform, and a platform can shut you down like this, and we've seen it so many times, right? Now, let's say we're past those times. I love that. You guys know that. Selling services, right? Let's say you have a service, you're a service provider. How many hours would you need to work to actually make $100,000 in a month, right? Let's say you're making $100 an hour. That's 1,000 hours in 1 month. We know that's impossible to even 1,000 hours a month is insane. Let's say you have $500 an hour, that's 200 hours, still a lot of time, and you need a lot of clients lined up to make $100,000 a month. But I just showed you guys, we just need to sell a couple people on a product or a service, and you could be easily making the $100,000. So your first launch is just the beginning, right? Once you've launched once, guys, you have a system. And a system, you can run it again and again. And it only gets better because you're growing your audience, you're getting better at it, your offers are getting better. So have you ever maybe bought an online program, membership, and thought, I think I can even teach this better? Do you even have at least few hundred people that follow you and maybe occasionally watch what you post? If you said yes to even 2 or 3 of these, you have everything that you need to start, even if you have low followers, by the way. Now, let's look at one example together that some of you have probably heard of, right? Let's talk about the GOAT, right, which is Alex Hormozi, one of the people that I respect in the industry a lot. So Alex Hormozi, before he became one of the biggest names in business, he was launching gyms. If you guys watch any of his content, launching gyms. Yes, he was launching gyms. So he basically used like a launch strategy to fill gym memberships and then made his first million doing exactly that, just using the same launch strategy on every single gym, and every single gym would get packed from that launch strategy that he had, and he talks about it. It's powerful, right? Now, fast forward to last year, he also launched, which I literally have it in front of me, by the way, right? He also launched the book, $100 Million Models, and he did a launch. He didn't say, okay, guys, here's the link, go buy. That's not what he did. He did a whole like 3-day launch, right? And he literally made $100 million in less than, I think, 5-6 hours, if not even less, I think like 3 hours, from selling a book. But he didn't sell it any type of way. He used a launch strategy. So online education is literally booming right now, right? The demand is growing so fast. Attention is there, right? And anyone can be that person that has that education and you're sharing it with people. This is like one of the moments where the timing is actually finally on your side. Like, have you ever been like, oh my God, right thing, wrong time? This is like the right thing, right time, crucial time, right? And digital products are probably like the strongest business model available today. Let me tell you guys why it's one of the best business models and the strongest today. Number one, you don't need any big investment to launch really a digital product. The margins are extremely high because it's your knowledge, it's your experience. So they're usually up to 90%. There's no inventory, there's no physical space, there's no logistics. And then AI also allows, just made it very easy to create, to market it, to operate it faster than ever before. It helps you put things without even having 10 employees together. Now, when you combine digital products with social media, things really compound, right? Digital products, because they're simple to create, a phone and a clear structure is all you need. If you have a phone, you have the structure, you have the system, you have the information, boom, you can have a digital product. They're easy to sell at premium prices. You can sell them for 1,000, 2,000, even 5,000. And that is normal for education, because how many of you guys have paid so much money for university that you're just like, I can't even apply this in real life, please, guys, right? But I have spent probably at this point over $400,000 in programs, in masterminds, in education to educate me, because I know I spend that, it's only gonna come back 10x. So it is a high scalable. You build it once and you can sell it over and over and over again. And then social media adds that leverage. You can attract clients without paying for ads. You can build all audience once and monetize it over and over again. And together, this business can literally grow month after month once you use the launches. So, social media, launch strategy, digital products, You will literally have thousands of dollars flowing into your account every single month because you mastered how to launch things. So let's get into real work that I want us to start working on. Okay, so right now, I want us to build your first irresistible offer together. I want us to do this together. So we have things that we're working on. I don't want us to like leave the call and then start working. We're gonna start working right now. So grab your phone, grab a piece of paper, and I want you guys to write this down. Are we ready? Let me know in the chat if you guys are ready. Let me know in the chat. Okay, perfect. So let's start simple. Number one is I want you to ask yourself, what do you genuinely know how to do so well? Like think of the things that you do like automatically. You're so good at, right? Write it down on a pen and on a piece of paper or on your phone. For example, let's say maybe you know how to fix your diet after falling off track. Maybe you're that friend that people call you when they want any relationship advice. I know a friend that's literally every single time I'm going through a relationship, I call her. Maybe you figured out how to stay consistent with workouts even when you have a full-time job. Maybe you know how to organize finances so you're never stressed at the end of the month and you always have more money that is growing. What are you so good at? I want you guys to just write it down on a paper, right? You just genuinely know how to do it so well. Something that you're so complimented on. Someone said, manage my Airbnb. I love it. Right? Come on, tell me what you guys are good at. Let's go. What are you so good at? Something that you just do so well. We can make that a business. Okay? Now, what do people already come to? That's the second thing is what do people already come to you for advice on? Now, I want us to think of like real situations. Maybe friends are asking you, can you look at my resume and like give me feedback? Can you look at my essay? I don't know. Uh, Maybe people DM you, how do you edit videos like that? You're so good at it. How do you edit your pictures? Maybe family members are asking you, how are you always so calm in stressful situation? How can you multitask? Okay, I see. I love that. I love that you guys dropped that. Now, the second thing is, what do people come for advice for? See, you guys have so much talent. I'm actually upset at you guys because you have so much talent, so many things that you're good at. But you just think, oh, it's just this regular thing. But because it's in you, you don't realize that you're so special and you're so good at it. And people want to learn that skill, and you are ready to teach people that skill. Okay? So, what do people already come to you for advice for? Write that. That's the second thing that you're going to be writing down. Think of a real situation. What do people come to me for advice for? And I know what people come to me for advice for. And that's why I created all the offers that I created. Like literally, two of my friends today were like, Afnan, can you help me? Like, I'm gonna be launching something. I'm like, tune in the call. We have a 3-day call too. And then another friend is like, I want to help with like branding. I want to, we're launch. Tune into the call. I'm just like, I know what people come to me for advice already for, and these are my friends. And I literally told them, hop on the call. I hope they're here. Okay. Third thing is, what have you figured out for yourself that you feel like other people are still stuck on? Maybe you've built confidence after years of insecurity. Maybe you learn how to make money online while still working a 9 to 5. At some point, something clicked for you, and that click is what people are going to pay a lot of money for because they want that click. It clicked for you, it did not click for them. They want that information, they want the sauce. So that's the third thing that I want you guys to write. And make sure you also write it on a pen and paper so you have it in there because I need you guys to think about it after the call. So if you're 2 steps ahead of someone, this is the rule of thumb. If you are 2 steps ahead of someone, you can help that person. You don't need to be 10 steps to help someone. So let me give you guys a very clear example, right? Imagine that you are a very amazing makeup artist, as a beauty service provider, And let's say you have 5,000 followers, but you're always so fully booked. Everyone's booking you. You have amazing makeup that you do to your clients. And then you see other salons that are literally struggling. They have like no one that goes into their salon to get their makeup done. So people are constantly asking you, how do you get so many bookings? How did you grow your account? How do people trust you and they keep coming to you? Why are you always so booked? Boom. So your expertise becomes helping other beauty professionals attract clients through social media. That's a whole business that you know how many people I know that I can refer to this person who's gonna launch this product? You know how many? Like so many. And so many. But that's how we're gonna put the expertise. So drop it in the chat. One word or one short phrase of what do people already see you as? Like, what are you like the go-to person for? I know I am always the go-to person when someone wants to start making money online. As soon as they want to make money online, all my friends are like, Afnan, so what do I talk about on social media? How do I launch this? Like literally, these are the always two questions. How do I launch this? What do I say? How do I convince people? It's what do I say in the video? I literally had someone who's worth like over 300 million was like, Afnan, and he runs a big development here in Dubai. He's like, I've seen you grow your social media. Like, it's just incredible. He saw me when I had like 200,000 followers. And then when we spoke, I was almost like at 1.7 million. He's like, teach me, how did you do this? I've been stuck at like 50,000 followers for like 7 years. I'm like, 7 years? Holy. So people always come to me for. So what are you the go-to person for? That we can turn it to a business. Now, don't give me motivation. Motivation is very broad. Motivation on what? What do they motivate? What do you motivate on? Give me something a little more specific, guys. Come on. Dig a little deeper. So now we're gonna validate, because having a skill is one thing. Knowing what people want is what we can actually turn it into an offer. Now, maybe you're good at something, but I want to see, is there a demand for that thing? So open your DMs right now if you have followers, right? Scroll to the last few weeks and look at like the questions that you kept getting from people. For example, how did you grow your account? Maybe it's what's your skincare product that you actually use? How do you stay consistent every day? Can you help me with planning my meals? What do you eat? Show me your workouts. Show me your hair care. Show me your makeup. How do you start charging for your work? If people ask once, take a note. But if people ask multiple times, I need us to start paying attention. Every question that is repeated, that is demand in the market, and people are literally asking you, but you're just ignoring them, or maybe you're just answering one person at a time. No, there is demand. We can create something. So people are telling you exactly what they want help with without you even paying for ads or even doing research, okay? Now, you can also check your comments. So when you share something personal or educational, what do people respond with, right? Do they say, maybe can you talk more about this? I struggle with this too. How did you fix that? Notice what are people saying in the comments. People tell you a lot when you pay attention. And if people are not asking yet, maybe you're like, well, if not, I don't have followers, no one is asking me anything. That's fine. We can post a story, and that's what I want you guys to do. I want you to post a story asking, what's your biggest struggle with X? Right? X is your expertise. Not just what's your biggest struggle in life. That's very broad. What's your biggest struggle in X, which is what you're good at? Or what do you want help with right now in X? And you're going to actually be so surprised with how much information you can just get from your audience if you just ask. Now, some of you guys are like, well, what if I don't get many questions yet? Okay, that's fine. I want us to start using tools that already analyze demand for you. So this is when we're going to open ChatGPT. We're going to open Claude. I think that's how you say it. And you're going to ask it to act like a market researcher. Okay? We're going to do this, guys, today. Very important, so we can set the foundation for what we're going to be talking about tomorrow. Very, very Very important, because you're gonna just be more confused if you don't do this right. So you're gonna ask ChatGPT or Claude, um, find, and you're gonna tell it, act like a market researcher, right? Find the biggest problems people actively wanted to solve. So you can literally take a picture of this, by the way, guys. Make sure I look cute in the picture, and copy paste it to ChatGPT or Claude, and you can use that prompt. The prompt is gonna be basically act like a market research analyst, and then you're gonna tell it your niche, who's your niche, or who's your target audience, who do you want to help. And then using online search behavior and social media discussions, you're gonna ask it to identify what are the top 10 problems people want to solve. What is the most common question people ask about this topic? What is the frustration people repeat in comments and forums in the same niche? What beginners struggle with the most? What people are willing to pay to fix? I needed to literally just copy paste this into ChatGPT, and you will literally be surprised. But make it specific, don't make it too generic. You're gonna be surprised of the answers that you're gonna be getting, right? So make this specific, realistic, and based on real demand. Tell that to ChatGPT. It's gonna give you the whole answer. This made my morning better. I love that, Shadi. Perfect. That's all we want. So now we're gonna turn this into an actual offer. Whatever ChatGPT gave you, Claude gave you, right? We're gonna think, sit with it, because now we know what our expertise, what people come to us for. We've done the market research. If you have followers, you have DMs, you have comments, you can ask on the story, and then we ask ChatGPT. We have so much data, we have information. Now we can do something with the information. Most people are literally stuck like this because they have like just, they're like, I don't know. But I literally gave you guys a step by step to just figure out the foundation, and then now we can do things with the foundation. Capiche? Capiche? Okay? So now you can turn this into an actual offer. I help specific person achieve specific result through your method. This is, take a screenshot of this. This is what you're gonna think about after you research, do all that data looking, analyzing. This is what we're gonna get. Okay? So now let me show you what this looks like when it comes together, right? Now you're gonna be having, I help busy moms lose 15 pounds in 90 days through 20-minute home workouts and simple meal prep. If I am a mom that wants to lose 15 pounds, I will go to this fitness influencer rather than a jacked up other fitness influencer that never talks about moms and just talks to me directly like this sentence. And this sentence is very, very important. This is what we're going to be thinking about, right? Because it tells you who is that specific person. Busy moms, who's the specific result for? Lose 15 pounds in 90 days. It's very specific. What's the method? Short workouts, at home, simple meal prep. Boom, we got it, right? You need to be extremely clear about this, because if you don't have that clarity, nothing will make sense if whatever I say after. So promise me in the chat that you're gonna actually spend time today really thinking about this. I don't care if you don't have followers. I don't care if no one is talking to you. I don't care if you don't think you're talented. I know you have something that we can work with. Promise me. Promise me. Promise me, please. Okay? Okay. Perfect. Appreciate you guys. Yes, capiche. Okay. Now, another example is I help women in their 20s build $5,000 a month side income through digital products, right? Specific person, woman in their 20s. Specific results, $5,000 a month side income. Method, digital products. Whoever you're talking to, they're going to look at that and they're like, wow, finally someone is talking to me. That's literally what I want. I'm going to message this person instead of all the other broad people that are never talking to me. So up to this point, guys, you have done 3 very, 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 very important things. Number 1, you have identified what are you so good at, which is the foundation of all. Second 2, you validated what do people actually want. We did the research in every single way, shape, or form. And then you turned it into a clear promise that we can talk about on social media in so many ways, that we can put into offers because we have a set promise that we can build everything on. So now we're going to turn that promise into an offer that people want to buy. Okay? Take a screenshot of this. A strong offer always answers these 4 questions. Who is this for? What result are they going to get? How fast or how easily do they get it? Why is it worth paying for? This is what a powerful offer, if you have all of those, it's gonna speak to people. So I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna be like, wow, you're literally talking to me. I'm your target audience. I'm gonna message you. I'm gonna sign up for your class. I'm gonna pay whatever you're gonna charge me because you're finally speaking to me so specific. Guys, social media is full of literally like just generic stuff and people are sick of it. Another fitness influencer, another branding coach, another nutrition. It's like everyone is so generic. No one is speaking to me in specifics. No one is like talking to me specifically. So I can be like, wow, someone is literally like talking about my pains. And this is what I am so good at. I am so good at talking to specific people and their pains that so many people relate to me, to my journey, to what I've been through. They see themselves in me. They're like, wow, if Nana's been there, I'm literally there. She got here, she can help me get there. And this is how you build $1 million brand, $1 million launch. A real offer increases value by doing 4 things, right? So that's what a strong offer. But a powerful offer, you know that the outcome feels exciting, right? If it's a fitness influencer, you're gonna lose 15 pounds. Oh, please help me lose 15 pounds, right? You're gonna get the success. The results are gonna feel closer. Effort and confusion feel lower. So to increase the value of the offer, have those 4 things. So example 1, so this is a couple example. A 6-week program that helped new creators get their first 5,000 followers using a proven content framework. That sounds like they're talking to me. I want to sign up. Example number 2, a 90-day system for busy women to lose 15 pounds with short workouts, simple meal structure, and 0 extreme dieting. Oh my God, I'm going to sign up for that because it's so clear. I'm not guessing, no fancy words. It's very clear. So basically, can you see how creating your first offer is actually doable? This is my whole point of this whole exercise. Of course, I want you guys to be clear, to have the foundation, but like, I just want you guys to like feel like, wait, this is just not so hard. And I thought it was like reserved for the 1% of the 1%. No, I can actually do this. So type yes in the chat if you feel like this is doable. I love that this is helping you guys. I love it. I love it. Perfect. Okay. Okay, yes, team, let's go. I love this energy. Perfect. So, quick check, right? Now, let's talk about this real quick because I know some of you guys are thinking about it. How many of you guys are thinking something like, I'm not sure I want to sell my own product. Like, I know, okay, I went through it, but I'm a little bit scared. Or I'm not sure I actually have something to offer. Let me know in the chat, okay? Because if that's you, I want you to pay close attention, right? This applies to you if you don't have an audience yet, if you don't feel excited about like maybe creating your own thing that doesn't really excite you, and you prefer working behind the scenes. You don't want to show your face. You don't care about being in the spotlight. You want to just make money, basically, okay? So there is a clear path for you also inside the launches. So let's rewind a little bit, okay? In the beginning of this workshop, I said, right, there's millions of creators that have an audience today and they don't have a system. I probably know 1 million or 2. They're all in my DMs, right? They're in my DMs and I can connect you guys. And many of them, they don't know how to build that system to launch properly, to have a proper launch system yet. So these creators, and by the way, these creators was me. I am these creators. Like, they are great at content and engagement. I love creating content. I love getting the engagement, right? They're good at growing their audience, going viral, but they are terrible at planning launches and structure offers. So they still need monetization. They don't want to be the talent and the strategist because it's just a lot of work. They just want to create. They don't want to do all the systems, all the tech work, or all the strategy, the launches, the behind the scenes. So this gap, because we have a lot of big creators that have a lot of followers, but they don't have the right launch systems, this gives a lot of you guys the real big opportunity. It's probably going to be one of the biggest businesses in 2026 that you guys are going to get to know it first, and you're going to see a lot of people that are going to be making millions of dollars from this opportunity. So if you're someone that you enjoy structure, right? You love a strategy, you love systems, you can always partner up with a creator that already has an audience, right? So what do? You don't need to show your face. You don't need to build your brand. You don't need to grow your following. You help them build the offer. You help them plan a launch, run the system. This whole role is a new, it's not new, it's just not talked about before. Every single big influencer that's actually making money with system has it. But this role is called growth partner. Growth partner. So what is a growth partner? I've never heard of this before. A growth operator or a partner is a person behind the scenes who help creators launch, make money, and scale month after month after month. So, okay, well, how do I do this? Well, you bring the system. You bring the launch system to them. They bring the audience, right? You build that launch strategy. They just show up and sell. They show their face. And you split the profit. This is not like a salary. You split the profit that they are making. You use the same launch system that we're going to be teaching you guys. Now, the difference is simple. Instead of applying it to yourself, you apply it to someone else that has the attention, but you still make money, right? So you focus on what you're good at. They focus when they're good, what they're good at. And both sides win because you guys both need each other. So let me show you what's actually possible on a real example, because this is nice, all hypothesis, very cute. Let's talk more real things. So this is Layla, right? She's very cute, right? So she's actually the mastermind behind all my launches. She is my partner and one of literally the people I work with every single day, my collaborator, right? So Layla has ran basically international launches across multiple languages and niches. She has basically, her total launch revenue that they have made over the years has been over $20 million. Now, I want that to sink in, right? You've never seen Layla on social media. You've never seen Layla talk anywhere. But Layla is literally the brain behind all my big launches, including this one. $20 million from running launches behind the scenes. So just to give you a sense of scale at how she operates at right now, right? In the last month alone, Layla had basically led launches that made over $1.5 million. She bought herself a beautiful Porsche 911. But here's what I really want you guys to understand about Layla, right? Guys, she's not a celebrity. I don't think she has an Instagram actually or any really platform. She's not a trust fund kid. She's not someone that had any connections handed to her or she got lucky or she's so special. I mean, she is special to me. But Layla is just a mom of two boys, right? Look how beautiful the two boys are. She's originally from, of course, Azerbaijan. She's from Baku in specific. And just a few years ago, she was working a corporate job. And then she was actually pregnant. So she always had, of course, the big goals, the big ambitions. She wanted the big life. Like, she's a woman like us that wants the big life. But she was also very realistic, right? She could see that in her hometown and in the job that she had at time, There was always a ceiling on how much she could be making. And no matter how hard she worked, like that's just hard to get there through just a regular job in her country. So when she was pregnant, bless her first child, right? Her actual employer asked her to leave because, of course, she was pregnant. And that moment almost broke her. And a lot of moms out here are actually are gonna feel and understand what Layla went through. She was exhausted, she was scared, and suddenly that just made her question really everything: her career, her stability, her future that she wanted for her family. But that was also the moment that she understood and found launches and started working behind the scenes of big creators. That one single decision that literally changed her life because she was literally being let go. So, launches basically allowed her to move from basically Azerbaijan to the US. She worked with the biggest names in the industry. And then last year, she actually relocated permanently to Dubai. She lives here with me. And she built beautiful life, beautiful home, beautiful kids, makes so much money. And she has really like her two boys in one of the prestigious international schools in Dubai that are like literally so expensive. I don't know if you guys know, but schools in Dubai are very expensive for kids. So you gotta look at how many kids you're gonna be having because it's really expensive, like very expensive. So now she's running a multi-million dollar launches for some of the biggest names out there, and she makes six figures in commissions monthly, hundreds of thousands of dollars monthly, right? With Thomas Carlo and me as well. So with one of her partners, Thomas Carlo, Layla went and generated over 10 million in launches just with him alone, right? Their first launch together brought in over $2 million because she was the brain. And that's important for one reason, because Thomas, before working with her, had never ran a proper launch system before. But Layla did. She understood it. She studied it. She knew that system, that launch system. So Layla built her dream life from scratch without ever showing her face. But she was always the brain behind my brand and Thomas as well. Now, Layla is part of my upcoming launch code program as well. And I have probably something very, very exciting planned for you guys tomorrow. When we go step by step through the launch system that I'm gonna be giving you guys, we're gonna be breaking down the three launch phases so you guys actually understand, okay, what a launch. We're gonna go deeper tomorrow. But Layla is gonna actually join us live, and she's gonna be talking to you guys so you guys can get also her perspective as someone working behind the scenes. So I'm the face of the brand. A lot of you guys that have brands, you're gonna be me. And then we also have someone that is working behind the scenes so you can see both sides of the sector, right? So she's gonna walk you through her journey in her own words, and you're gonna, of course, be able to ask her really anything. And that's not the only thing. On day 3, we have another guest speaker, someone also from my team who also works behind the scenes on biggest launches out there. And she is gonna, plus on the same day, I'm gonna take you very deep into behind the scenes of one of our $1 million launches. So tomorrow you're gonna meet Layla. We're gonna talk step by step about what are the launch phases, how to do launches. So tomorrow is the real breakdown. Today was the foundation. Get you guys to be thinking. I need you guys after this call to do a lot of research, just like we talked about. Ask ChatGPT, ask Cloud, just like we talked about. Tomorrow, we're gonna talk about the launches. We're gonna break down the step by step. Layla's gonna come talk to you guys, ask her any questions. It's gonna be fun. You're gonna fall in love with Layla, just like I am in love with her as well. Day 3, we have another guest speaker. That woman, we literally have pictures of her like eating noodles on the floor, broke, and now leading $1 million launches without ever showing her face. And then on the third day as well, while we show you the third guest speaker, we're gonna also talk about, we're gonna be breaking down my numbers. We're gonna be very transparent about our $1 million launch. We're gonna break down the numbers for you guys, show you literally all the numbers. So that's gonna be on day 3, which is very exciting. Now you're already ahead, okay? But I don't want you to just be ahead. I want you also to win. So let me tell you what I've built. So something that I have been working on for a very long time, something that I've never seen offered before, and I have never I wish I've seen someone offer it before because I would have made so much more money way faster. I've had way more success if I just knew what I knew today about launches. I took everything that I know about launches, everything my team has learned from generating millions of dollars from other people launches and then our launches, every template, every framework, every shortcut in the book, we put it all in one system because we want to give you guys the absolute best. So 2026 can be finally that year that your life is actually different. Introducing the launch code. This is going to be my first program where we actually break down the exact system step by step how we have that $1 million launches that we have. Yes, that is correct. So now here's how this works. The launch code is not open yet. Enrollments are all gonna open tomorrow, and when it does, guys, of course spots are gonna be gone because we actually only have 200 spots as per usual, and there's thousands of people that are watching and that are gonna be watching the replays as well. So now what I'm gonna be doing, just like I told you guys at the end, I'm gonna be opening the waitlist. The waitlist is just for you to get the information faster and for you guys, for us to know who's actually serious, who sees themselves really investing themselves. And I just want, by the way, guys, I really want just the serious people. This is going to be an investment. This is going to be for the people that want just to learn and master the system. So every single time they launch something in the future, it's going to be a huge thing. Whether you want to be the face of the brand or behind the scenes, this information nobody is talking about for a reason because nobody wants you guys to know. So we're opening the wait list. There should be a link that they're going to be dropping in the chat somewhere. Pay attention. I think the team is going to be dropping it. Join the waitlist if you're someone that is serious. Guys, it's going to be an investment, of course. Join the waitlist just so you can have the information faster than everyone. You can get priority access. The team just dropped it in the chat. Join the waitlist. And this is, of course, what's going to happen. When you join the waitlist, you're going to be added to a private WhatsApp group. This is going to be like the inner circle that we're going to be having. These are going to be having access, the first access when we open the doors. So before everyone else. So you get to see the information, the numbers, and all of that. And here's where we are. The waitlist opens basically in just a moment. It should be literally there. Make sure you see the link. My team is posting it in the chat, right? Click it, join the WhatsApp group, secure your spot, and I'm going to see you inside. These are the people that I'm going to really pour into them before everyone else. For those of you that are joining right now, welcome. I'm so excited. 2026 is going to be massive. It's going to be crazy. Now, this is all for today, but we're going to get into live Q&A, okay? So let me know all your questions. I'm going to be answering for the next 20 to 40 minutes, depending on how juicy the questions are. Tomorrow, guys, just like we talked about, Layla's going to be on the call. We're going to actually break down the phases of launches. So tomorrow we get into the nitty and gritty. Today, you guys know what you have to do, right? You have an assignment to do. Afnan teacher is in action mode today, so I need us today to do that. So tomorrow we come, foundation is set, we're ready. So when I give you guys the launch strategy, you're not like, oh my God, what did I do this? No, you already have done the research. You've asked ChatGPT. I want you guys to take this serious. Please, I want you guys to make so much money. I think more than you guys want to make money at this point. Like, please. Take what I say serious. It's not a joke. This is not time for play. 2026, I need us to be selfish. Okay? Now, time for Q&A. So drop your questions down below. And the WhatsApp don't work. The WhatsApp should work, guys. So check it one more time. Team, please check if the WhatsApp is work. What do I need to do if I have 0 followers? Well, come tomorrow. Right? Layla has 0 followers and she still makes millions of dollars a year. So that is not an excuse anymore because we just showed you that millions of 0 followers does not mean anything in today because there's other ways to make a lot of money splitting profit. You're not even getting paid a salary. It's how much the launch makes. You're splitting profit with the expert. And that's what we're going to be talking about tomorrow and the day after. Okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. Very good question. How do I find a growth partner? This is a very, very good question. Usually, I'll be honest with you guys, growth partners come to people that are ready, right? If you're someone that has a brand already, growth partners are gonna come and hunt you and text you and message you and show you that how much value they have and the system and the vision they have for your brand. And that's how I got sold on Layla, right? We hopped on a call and she's like, and I'm like, oh, it's another call. But then she broke down things. I was like, oh, this is different. She knows what she's talking about. Launch system, okay. And then I was sold because you're always sold on the information and the vision she has for your brand that you've never had for your own brand, right? Now, in the launch code as well, guys, we are gonna be matching. So this is the whole. You guys want to know the honest, not the honest, like the real full vision for the launch code. For the launch code program, we want to have two kinds of people. We want to have the people that are going to be learn the system, learn the launch, how to launch on their own, and they're gonna do launches on their own. There's people that are gonna do it like that until they have the credibility to or the big audience to attract growth partners. And then the second people that we're gonna be training as well along the way is giving people to become growth partners. Now these growth partners, we're gonna train them, vet them, make sure they're solid, they know exactly the systems in and out, they have value, they know how to do things right. And then we're gonna have a database of influencers, of creators, of experts that we're gonna be having, and we're gonna be matchmaking. We're not matchmaking, for marriage. We're matchmaking for money. The right growth partner with the right, basically, influencer or creator. Now, whether that influencer or creator is in our program or not, we're gonna find two people that are aligned and give it to them. But I'll be honest with you, if you're someone that don't have a big audience, don't have a big numbers, a lot of growth partners won't really want to work with you yet. So you're gonna have to learn the system, use it on your own until you build that credibility, or you can do both, by the way. So a lot of people, they do both. They are working with other influencers, testing the strategy, right? Making money, but also growing their own brand, using that launch system that they're using for the other influencer, and we have taught them. So you can do both at the same time as well, because at the end of the day, it's a system, it's frameworks, it's structures that we're gonna give you. We're gonna literally hand you in the launch code all the frameworks, and you're just gonna have to follow it step by step. And then at the end of the program, we're gonna do matchmaking, right? Whether the creator or the audience is in our program or not. Yeah, we're gonna do. Whoa! I'm just seeing so many messages. um, okay, so WhatsApp error, unable to connect. Team, let's check WhatsApp that is working, guys. Let me know if the WhatsApp is. I've never seen this much questions in my entire life. The wait list is full. Okay, guys, 1 second. Let me just talk to my team. Team, hi, how are you? I miss you guys. Thank you guys for making sure everything is very smooth. Can we make sure the WhatsApp is not full and the wait list is not full yet, please? I think people still need to to join. So can we maybe open another WhatsApp? Maybe do something about it. Thank you guys. Love you so much. Let me go back to answering questions. Okay. Guys, I cannot read the messages because they are literally moving faster than Sonic at this point. WhatsApp, team, WhatsApp, let's fix it, please. They're working on it, guys. My team is very fast, so. Okay, let me see. I'm trying. I'm really trying to read the questions, but I literally cannot. Okay. Someone said, Afnana, I just started and I have 48 followers. My niche is personal growth, mindset, self-development, because this is what I'm good at. What advice do you have for me? I think you should definitely master both, right? If you have 48 followers, it's going to take some time for us to build that credibility, to have an audience, for have an audience that actually trusts you, for you to have success in something. So the best thing to do is continue to grow your audience, right? You want to master branding, you want to master talking about growth, being an entrepreneur, woman, money. But then I want you to also master launch systems so you're ready, and then launch it for other influencers so you can be making the 20,000, the 50,000, the $10,000 a month working with others while you build your brand. This is very crucial because some people, it's going to take time for them to build their brand. And some people, it's going to take years. Might as well make money already working with other people, the millions of creators and audience, that millions of creators and influencers that have the audience. And that's what we're going to be teaching you in the launch code. So stay tuned for day 2 and 3 because we're going to be breaking this industry down. But a lot of people are going to be making so much money from this industry, both launching it for themselves and for other creators. Okay? So let's see. I literally cannot read the questions. I can't read the questions. Guys, I love you so much, but I cannot read the questions. They're moving so fast. Okay. I wish you guys are all in front of me so we can just have a gathering. We'll do a cheese board, coffee, and just really talk about it. So someone said, every time I'm trying to read a question, it just goes up. So someone said, Afnan, can you help me with my fear that is feeling small around powerful people? I want to replace that fear with self-trust and calm confidence. I'm having a meeting the day after tomorrow. So I'll be honest with you. Confidence doesn't come because you decide to be confident, right? You can fake it, but confidence comes when you actually know what you're talking about, when you have so much value. A lot of people have that imposter syndrome when they lack information, they lack knowledge, they lack value. Like, this is just the reality. When I sit with powerful people, I'm chill because I know who I am, what do I bring to the table, what value can I give others, and people can feel that energy. So what you need to work on is start investing in yourself, get some knowledge in you, get some skills under your belt so you actually be that girl that you say you are, right? When you're not confident, it's just literally a matter of you lack information and you lack execution. That's really both things. So when you have the information and you take action on it, you're like, wow, I am that girl that I say I am. So no matter who, I could be beside the president and I know who I am, and I'm not going to be like, anxious or anything. And this is why you need to be in communities, in circles, with other powerful people, so you get used to also being around powerful people. You need to invest in yourself. You need knowledge, skills under your belt. Like, this is one thing that you guys need to understand. I feel extremely powerful. Sometimes it's like, Afnan, please relax. Relax, you're just a girl. I feel so powerful because I have these two skills of I can literally grow any brand out there because I'm just that girl. I understand psychology, I understand virality, I understand attention. The power that just gives you alone. And then I'm not just like another cute influencer that just gets audience. No, I know how to freaking make money. I know how to do launches. I know systems. That under my belt, I can look at any business. You can literally come to me and be like, Afnan, this is my business. How can we grow it? And I'll literally tell you, like, you need to do XYZ in the launch. And we're going to look at your numbers. I'll literally tell you, you're going to be making X amount of dollars. We need to do this. We need to work on this. You need to talk this to your audience. But that just is power because you can talk to anyone and relate, because every business out there, what do they need? They need attention. So they need to go viral. They need people looking at their stuff. And every business needs to make money. So you have a launch system. You have the FOMO, the virality, the creating, the hype through the launch system, which we're going to be breaking down tomorrow. So this is why I feel powerful. I'm extremely honest with you guys. Not because, oh my God, I'm so pretty. Oh my God, my hair. Oh my God, my eyelashes. No, that's all superficial. Get some skills under your belt that literally makes you undeniable. that you can talk to any business owner and they're going to be mind blown. You can help them, you can serve them. Guys, the team is working on the WhatsApp. I promise you, I promise you, I promise you. Just be patient with me, okay? You guys just broke it. It's actually not my fault. You guys literally broke the WhatsApp. What can I say? You guys maxed it out, so now they're opening another WhatsApp, and that takes a little bit of time, okay? So if the WhatsApp is not working, guys, just fill the form again for the waitlist and join. Another link for the WhatsApp should pop up. So do that for me, please. And I'm trying to read the messages. How can I meet powerful people? Become powerful. Powerful people don't want to meet anyone, right? I'll be like, every single person that is powerful, when I don't meet them by accident, right? They message you, they want to connect, because powerful can recognize powerful, right? Success can recognize success. Money can recognize money. So you need to really be that person to meet these people. Other than that, people are not gonna, like, a lot of people, I'm gonna tell you guys, like, they message me and they say things like, Afnan, I would love to have a coffee with you and pick your brain. I'm like, I mean, you seem like an amazing human being, but I cannot have coffee and meet every single person. Unless I see there's mutual value exchange, it is very, very rare for me to go coffee or dinner with someone, right? I work very, very hard. So my time, it is very limited. Like, I really don't have a lot of time. And the time that I have, I usually want to, you know, be around people that can stimulate me while I stimulate them as well. That can pour to me while I pour to them as well. So very, very important. The WhatsApp works now. Yay! Okay, guys. Anyone that wants to join the waitlist, try again. Just press on the link, fill the form, and join the WhatsApp again. Guys, again, to join the waitlist, just know that you're going to get access to information. But there's going to be an investment. So this is only for the serious people. I don't want just everyone to just join just because it's cute and you're curious, okay? We want the serious people. Let me answer more questions that I can read. I literally cannot read. I have 1,000+ followers, but I have low views even when my videos quality. You really, I'm assuming you're growing your following to make money. The best way to gain some success, because you want to gain some success so you can talk about it on social media, so you can brag about it, so you can have money and have the knowledge to really talk about something. And this is why a lot of you guys are going to become growth partners, maybe just in the beginning. And then eventually you want to build your own brand. It's going to be very, very powerful. This is why I designed the launch code, because people are like, I only have 500 followers. I have only 1,000 followers. I'm growing my brand. It's taking so long. Okay, well, while it takes so long, while we master that part, you can still be making money, learning the launch system, applying it to yourself when you have the audience, but also applying it to the other influencers, and make money behind the scenes. And a lot of you guys are going to fall in love with just being behind the scenes because the money is so good. How much do you recommend to spend on ads? Very good question, Carla. I'll be honest with you. We have probably spent over the past year less than $2,000 on ads, because most of our audience comes organic. We have not tapped into ads as much. We're gonna start doing that very, very soon to have more targeted audience. But it's not about just how much money you want to spend, because I know people that spend $100,000 on ads and they make a lot of money. I know people that spend $30,000 a month on ads. It really just depends the quality of the conversions for the ads that you're going to be running. So when you're running ads, you need to post something that people are going to convert to, whether you're inviting them to something, to a call. You can spend $10,000 on ads and literally get like no one, because the quality is not good. Now that's another thing that we're also teaching in the launch code. We're gonna be, because Layla have ran so many ads for Thomas and so many other creators, and we're gonna be running ads very, very soon. So we're gonna be teaching you guys how to know what's a good ad, how to structure good ads, how much to spend on ads. All of these things we're gonna be also talking about it and breaking it down in the launch code program. So we wanted to hit on that because that's very, very powerful for launches. I know Layla, at some point they have spent, I think, over like $300,000 a month on ads, and they made so much money. So tomorrow you guys can ask her that question. Actually, that will be a very, very good question for her. Do you guys see how I cannot read the chats? Because I know you guys cannot even read the chats. Someone said, how do you launch offers in network marketing with no audience? Well, usually you're gonna have to need audience if you wanna launch something, but you can definitely do the launch strategy for network marketing. I have a lot of my friends that are actually in network marketing, and I think even when I was in network marketing, I would have made like 5x, 10x the income if I just mastered launches properly and I did it in the right way. How we're gonna be teaching you guys in launch strategy, how we're gonna be teaching you guys also tomorrow and the day after. But in the launch code, we also hit on that. If you're in network marketing, you already have the product, you already have the service. You don't even need to create an offer. You just need to master that launch strategy, and you're gonna see how much bigger your network marketing, you selling directly, and your team is gonna get because of that launch strategy. I think this is one thing that a lot of network marketers don't know, because we're never trained, right? I've done it for 5 years. I've made so much money, but I could have literally made probably 5x to 10x the money if I just knew how to launch things the way that they should be launched, to be honest. So I think it's even easier for network marketers, but you definitely need an audience. That's just really how it is. Someone said, what do we learn from the WhatsApp group? The WhatsApp group is a waitlist. It's not somewhere you would be learning, but you get priority access to our program. Yeah. Can I literally cannot read. My eyes. So a lot of the questions, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, a lot of the questions are like, Afnan, how can I launch if I have a clothing brand? Afnan, how can I launch if I'm a musician? Afnan, how can I launch if I'm in this field? Guys, we have that assignment that I gave you guys, right? A musician or something very broad, I still need you guys to think, what are you so good at? What do people come to you for? I need us to really understand all of these things so we can know how to structure anything after that. So the assignments that I give you guys, I still want us to do the market research, answer these questions so we can really nail it down properly. Okay? I cannot read. Guys, we still have 2 more days, okay? So if I don't answer your question today, we still have 2 more days, and tomorrow we actually dig deeper. So we're gonna be answering a lot of your questions as well. Does this Someone said, for your launches, do you use Shopify or another platform for your digital products? Very good question. So everything that we use, all the services, service providers, because we've tested so much, by the way, guys, all of that is gonna also be in the launch code. We're gonna tell you what payment processors we use, what platforms, like literally everything we're gonna be telling you guys. But where we host our platform, We use multiple depending on the program. We use GetCourse. We use WAP. WAP is one of our partners as well. We use them as a payment processor. A lot of you guys are going to be paying. You're going to use WAP as well, one of our really, really favorites. But we can definitely talk about that as well more. But as well, we're going to be breaking down all in the launch code, really telling you guys like every single tool we use that you need. Like this is what I told you guys. We're gonna be giving you like templates, frameworks, every tool that you're gonna be using, what tools you need. So every time if you're a growth partner, you're gonna go to these influencers and they're gonna be like, wow, you literally know everything. You don't even have to test, you don't have to try, you don't have to do research because you have everything that you need to launch anything from A to Z ready, silver platter. The strategy, what to use, how to use it, time frame, what to say. Even if you're a growth partner, how to message influencers or creators if you don't want us to match you with someone, to get their attention, to pitch yourself, all of that you're gonna be getting as well. And if you're doing it for your own brand, if you're a network marketer, if you're anything, you're gonna be getting that as well. I love that we have people that are 14 years old on the call. Like, it just shows that there is literally no limit to knowledge. Imagine me knowing all this information at 14. Please. I would have been a billionaire by now. Please, guys. How do you have so much energy? I just love what I do. Like when you love what you do, you're a master at it. You're serving people, you're helping. Like my cup is literally never empty because just what I do fulfills me so much because I serve others and of course I serve God, which is always very important. Someone said, what to do if you have an audience that doesn't engage at all with good quality content. People don't care about good quality content. People don't care about, oh, you use the fanciest lights, the fanciest cameras, the fanciest makeup studios. People don't care about any of that. That's just really for your ego and for the video to be good. People engage with content, whether it's your stories, whether it's your videos, if you speak to their pains, if you speak to something that they can relate to. This is the only thing that, first of all, I need us to not be entitled. Why everyone should comment on my videos? Why would they comment? You need to give them a reason to comment. You need to pour into people in a way that they're like, oh my God, Afnan spoke to me like no one have ever spoke to me. She talked about a topic that she made me think about it differently. She inspired me. And then if you do all of that, they want to comment, they want to learn, they want to follow you. Not because you do an amazing high quality video with amazing cameras. What is the message in the video? Are you getting their attention? Are you giving them perspective shifts in the video? Are you talking about their pain, solving problems? Are you giving value? All important things. I have my digital product, but people are not buying. How do I get people to buy Afnan? People are not buying because a couple things, right? Number one, I'm hoping your digital product is amazing, but since you follow me, I assume that you have a lot of knowledge. You pour into stuff 100% because that's just who I am. And I know people that follow me have the same mindset, the same vision, the same attitude. So I'm assuming that's good, right? Number one, people are not buying because a couple of reasons is number one, you have not um put a spotlight on the problem that you are solving. So anytime, this is something that we're going to be also teaching you guys tomorrow, and we go in details in launch code because this is one of the main things of why do people not buy. We're going to be breaking it down so you always have people buying no matter what you're selling in the launch code. This is why I launched the launch code, because I was so tired of people like, you are not buying my stuff. Yeah, because you don't have the launch strategy. If you have the launch strategy, you know how many people are going to be buying. And this is what we're going to be teaching you in the launch code. But to go back to your question, people don't know that there is a problem that you are solving. And then So this is why you need to shed light on that problem. And then they're gonna be like, oh my God, yeah, I have that problem. And then you're gonna shed light on the solution, that there is a solution to this problem, right? Exactly what I'm doing right now. You told me the problem. I'm telling you, there's a solution. Launch code is a solution to always have people buy your products and services. And then the third thing that you're gonna have to get so good at is, why should people buy from you? That digital product. Why should they trust you for that knowledge? So three things why people don't buy, right? They don't know that there's a problem. They don't know that there's a solution. They don't know that you are the best at that solution. If you make all of these very, very clear, people are gonna be like, of course I'm gonna buy from her. Of course I'm gonna buy your digital product, right? And this is what we're gonna be talking about heavily in Launch Code. We're gonna touch base on it tomorrow and the day after. Afnan, I have fear of losing everything in a product and managing production and college. Fears become reality. Don't fear anything. I don't fear anything. I can lose everything today. I can lose all my houses, my cars, my social media platform. I just know who I am. I can build it all back up. Give me 6 months. That's just the power, the confidence when you have skills, strategies that are transferable. In 2026, right, whether you join the launch code, whether you don't join the launch code, I need us to have transferable skills. Skills that I can apply in many areas in my life that can literally make me undeniable, that can literally make me money in so many things. What skills does Afnan has? I have launch strategies. I can literally launch tomorrow a drink and it will be viral, right? I know how to go viral, how to get attention from our previous program, the brand code. Mastered attention, know how to get it, know how to grow my social media. And of course, from the launch code, I know how to warm up the audience. I know how to get people to see the problem, to see the solution, to see that I'm the right fit for the solution. And then speaking, public speaking. I'm so good at public speaking because communication is everything. You can have all the answers, but if you don't communicate it properly, people are not going to relate to that. So I'm so good at really just being genuine, telling people the reality, and people, I feel like, appreciate, like, oh my God, finally someone telling me how things are without like just being so professional, and like I'm just real and people can relate to that. So what skills do you have under your belt? Because if you have those, you can't lose. It can all be taken away. You can build it back up. And that is the silent power that I have all the time. Like people look at me and they're like, you're so scary powerful. And I'm like, I'm not scary. I'm so nice actually. If you get to know me, I'm so nice. But I know what I bring to the table. I'm trying to read the question. Does this apply to fashion? Absolutely. It applies if you sell iPhones, if you sell books, if you sell movies, if you sell fashion, if you sell digital products, whatever you sell, you need to do launches. If you don't, you're gonna just wait for people. I hope someone buys today. I hope I post a story and someone buys. Kim Kardashian uses this strategy. Kylie Jenner, when they launch anything, they use this exact strategy, guys, for a reason. Afnan years. I have already systems, team, 10K followers. I post. Oh, I don't want to lose this question. No, I don't want to lose the question. No, I was reading the question. I can't see it anymore. Oh, here we go. Oh, wait. I post 4 times a day and I'm at 4% engagement rate. Goal is 100K per month. Oh, God, please help me to keep this question. Where is the question? I lost the question. Like, I don't know if you guys can tell, but like I literally cannot even scroll on top. They just go away. They just go away. Okay, guys. I think we're gonna wrap it up for today because I don't want it to be longer than 2.5 hours. But tomorrow, I want you guys to come with notes. I need us to do our assignments all today so we have the foundation set. So, tomorrow, whatever we talk about, you guys already know what you're getting into. And make sure you join the waitlist if you're ready to actually learn like the number one skill to make anything profitable. And even if you want to be behind the scenes, we're going to be showing you how you're going to be another Layla, another Christina that you're going to also meet on day 3. With that being said, guys, I appreciate you. I'm sorry I can't read literally the questions, but tomorrow we're going to go through them. I'm going to find a way to slow down the questions tomorrow so I can actually read them. But hope you guys got value. Um, Join the waitlist if you're ready. If you want to go all in, you're going to get access to the information, to the product before everyone else. And I cannot wait to see you guys tomorrow, same time. If you enjoyed today was just the foundation. We were just setting the mindset right, the foundation. Tomorrow we give you guys the launch phases. And then day 3 we break down literally the numbers from my own launches. I love you guys. I appreciate you. Take a picture, post about it on social media. Tag me. I'm going to repost a lot of you guys. Make me look cute, okay? And I will see you guys tomorrow. Same time. Come with notes. We're going to get to the money tomorrow. Okay? Let's go. Love you guys. Do your assignment.